Okay, I'd like to call the MSD meeting to order, and the first thing on our agenda is going to be the minutes, the approval of minutes. And do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay. Now we're going to go to the barn quilt presentation by Corey.
Good evening. So I just wanted to share with y'all some of our progress on the barn quilt wall. We have started painting some of those barn quilts, and I had a handout for you that showed some of those that were painted, mainly by town staff. So we have the 1x1 letters there at the top left corner that will be at the top of the wall, and then the rest of these are 2 foot by 2 foot barn quilts that will go on the wall around the large 4x4, which would be dedicated to the downtown Strong, to the MSD. So if you turn over on the back of that same page, we have a draft of what we thought that design could look like. We have not painted that one yet. This was designed on the computer, and kind of what we had in mind was having an artist do the streetscape. So they would be able to put a lot more detail in those buildings than what we did, but give them a little creative freedom to do that kind of how they saw fit. As far as the wording there, you know, that's up to the board if they want to keep it saying downtown strong, if you want it to say original Nashville, or whatever else y'all would like to see there. And then we also just had 2 color schemes there. Again, you don't have to pick those. Those are just some options that we laid out, but we would like some input from the board on if you like this design, what you'd like to see it say in the middle there, and on a color scheme.
Corey, has this gone out to like the businesses yet, as far as like the pricing or anything? Or
It has not. Well,
just like,
you know, we talked about it with a lot of people, and there's a lot of interest in it. What we wanted to do is get the core of the wall up, and then start to solicit to add to it from there. So we want to get the 1x's at the top, the large 4x4, and then it would be 8 of the 2x2s around it, and then from there we'll start to reach out to businesses to add to the wall.
And where's this going?
On the the Church Street side of the Recreation Center.
And you've already done the welcome to Nashville part of it?
We have, yes ma'am.
so how do y'all feel about the downtown strong? Do y'all have any thoughts about that?
You could have Nashville in there somewhere, maybe do the original Nashville or something.
Maybe something like that right there? Is that what you're looking at? I mean, like that, right there, you think? You know, that little thing or something?
So our business is to decide what we would like our quilt
Right.
to look like. Is that correct?
We could just use the municipal service district. That way people could ask what that means.
Yeah, I'm prone to the downtown strong. And I know that it is our name, but in light of that, strong is usually used by communities when they're going through something tragic.
Yeah.
I mean, just to be, I'd be prone to use something. I like actually putting Nashville in there, and I think the word downtown should be in there. So downtown Nashville, downtown municipal district sounds a little wordy.
But Nashville's already on all these other ones, right?
Yeah, so we'll say welcome to Nashville, and the one by is at the top of the wall.
Oh, right, yeah,
And
okay.
you do have the town logo. You do have quite a few Nashvilles in there now that I look at it, but,
It's original,
Yeah.
never mind, okay.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be the larger one in the center.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
maybe the MSD.
And we don't actually have a logo for the MSD, correct?
No, we do not.
You know,
We kind of just always adopted the town's logo as our logo, but it's something we probably could look at in the future of getting an MSD logo just for situations like this.
um, Corey, when do you need to know by?
so we're still looking to have this up in the spring, so we have some more time to do that. It's not something that we're gonna jump on right away, so if you do want to think about it or look at some different color schemes, you're more than welcome to do that.
Because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Susan gonna ask somebody with the county maybe to come up with something at one time, or was that for something else?
I think that was for something else, but we probably could touch back basically with Susan to see if somebody in the county could create us some type of.
Create our own little stamp?
Right, and now we could probably use, Mr. James Russell Harris.
Uh,
He's the one that created the Nashville logo and the logo for our social district stuff. We could probably reach out to him and see if there was a charge for him to create something, since he's already done two of them for us already.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it would be nice to have our own little thing if we're gonna have it on, you know.
Yeah, I think it's a great time to look and have our own little logo and
Yeah, it could be
With-
like some of the main buildings,
our skyline.
businesses that, you see those things
Yeah.
that have all the buildings in like Rocky Mount, you've got,
Mhm.
they don't have to be in the right place, you can just see the building. That might be something we could do.
Okay. Well, Corey, can we get back with you on that then?
Yes,
Definitely.
ma'am, absolutely.
Right.
I love the creativity, Corey, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, we've thoroughly enjoyed it so far, and, we're excited to see it go up and go all together.
Yeah, that's cool.
Amy, I have another suggestion. What about you could try downtown MSD? Because nobody's necessarily going to know what an MSD is.
But we're not all downtown.
That's true.
Because you got all of.
Barnes, we're down there by the Chick-fil-A, by,
We're gonna get one day.
We're gonna check, what was that? Hot off the press, hot off the press.
by McDonald's. And then we go down Barnes and the Nashville Diner Street too, so I think we probably maybe need to look at, something else just besides downtown. On that, I mean, I feel like, to make sure that we, hear everyone. Okay, does anybody else have anything for Corey? Yes, sir.
Just really quickly, would you be open to opening this up for logo suggestions from the public?
I mean, we would be open to hear what the public has to say, definitely.
And I was gonna ask that question, Madam Chairwoman, if we wanted, before we just called Mr. Harris, if we wanted to do like the town did, send something out where you could submit submissions, like they did, that's how Mr. Harris
Yeah,
logo got picked. We had it opened up to town, people sent submissions, then you guys review it, is this the logo we wanna choose?
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about opening that up to, okay. All
I'll
right,
get
let's
some
do
to the
that.
graphic, and we'll get some put out on social media in the morning, I'll get with town clerk, Lou Bennett, see if she can put some out on social media, so people start submitting
Okay.
stuff. How long do you want it to run, I guess, is the deadline?
Well, Corey needs to know by the spring, so, and I know that they're gonna be doing some other things for Christmas, so we don't want it to get too busy within that season or whatever, but I would say at least you have until like January 15th or something.
Sounds good, make it happen.
So you want suggestions from the public of a phrase for downtown?
I would just say maybe the logo or whatever.
Logo.
And include something like that. Yeah,
Kinda like what we
tagline.
did with the Nashville one, open up for the
A
public.
logo.
Right, the credit logo for the MSD.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, moving on to the next item, we have the owning ordinance and, you wanna
Yes,
speak
ma'am.
on that?
This is more gonna be a planning board matter, but I thought being that majority of the honors in downtown, in Nashville are in the downtown service district, that you guys may also would like, just to see what we're proposing. And we did last week, at our last council meeting, did approve a facade grant to Mr. Scott Tyson, so thank you for the hard work you guys did a year ago of kind of get people pushed out. And I think the public town hall meeting we had last month really got some people engaged. We wanted to get involved with it.
Good.
But now that the people are now starting to apply for the facade grants, we're starting to see people have some steam about it and calling about it. We thought now would be a good time to add this in to encourage them. If you get cited for honor that's either blighted, county in disrepair states, we're gonna cite you for it, but we're gonna also encourage you that you can apply for a facade grant to cover the costs of maybe getting it fixed or getting it cleaned and stuff.
Okay,
So majority of this ordinance, that's what it's all about. It's been reviewed by the TRC team. It's been reviewed by Town Manager Lansing. I just wanted you guys to see it because I didn't want to come in the newspaper that the planning board voted for an honest ordinance, and you guys weren't out aware being the majority of honest and business owners are in the downtown service district. If y'all have anything that kind of sticks out and you did your read over it when you got your package, just let me know and we can make some recommendations.
Is this for the whole town or just for the municipal?
It's for
service?
the entire town.
Okay,
Right, but I just wanted, majority of our
Yeah.
honors are in the downtown district, so I thought the downtown board should at least be in the loop on this one.
okay, well, good, yeah, that's,
Mhm. Okay. Any other thing on the awning ordinance? Okay. Shop Small Saturday, which is November the 30th.
We have been discussing this through emails, and I think we sent out 2 tote bags. The chamber did ask us if we could provide tote bags to all the businesses in the downtown district. We voted on it last month to have a budget line item of $600. I sent out 2, me and the chairwoman sent out an email to another company they use, I believe was Southern Bank. We're waiting on that one to come back. Has anybody else got any other companies you use so that we can have a different variety to look at? Because we would like to go ahead and try to place this order by the end of this week so that we can have it for the shop, small shop local they provide to our people in the district. Do you guys want to just vote online with the 2 when we get the one back from that Amy sent out?
I think so.
And then
for
we'll just
time,
we'll send
I
all
think we
3 out
need to.
again, and we just vote on which one we want to get by Friday, and then we go and put the order in. Okay, all right.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to the board recommendations for appointments, and we do have, actually, we have 3 openings, and we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 applicants. And so I know that several of you are here that are some of the applicants. Would y'all like to speak and, and like sort of tell us about yourselves as well as like what you feel like you can offer? And so that we can, vote on it when it comes down to it. Would you like to go first?
Sure.
Okay, all right, you can step up.
Please, Mr. Wood.
My name's Slade Woodard. You may see me all over the place. I walk around all the time, probably make 4 or 5 laps around this district every day. I work as a technical service consultant for a company called Reg Ed, which is a financial service provider. I mainly work consulting with major banks and insurance companies. I have a little bit to give in that arena as far as knowing the needs of companies, businesses, and hopefully being able to speak to that. I have a background in analysis, both financial analysis as well as kind of breaking down the needs of the internal hierarchies of a business or a company. Beyond that, I've lived here about 3 years. I love the place. I happened to see a flyer for this one day, came in here, and that's how I'm here. And I'd be just very grateful for you to consider my appointment.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks, Slade.
Garrett?
Move this down a little. Hello, I'm Garrett Sharon. I own the painting teacher in downtown Nashville, and I have been around Nashville since 2011 when I started teaching at Nashville Elementary. I love the downtown district. I am very grateful for everything that it has provided me with. I do own the painting teacher, as I said, and I see so much growth and potential in the downtown area. I have a lot of ideas that I would love to share. I think it would be great to have another business owner from the downtown area on the board. And I would just be very grateful for your consideration, and I'm happy to help in any way I can.
Thank you, Garrett.
Thanks, Garrett.
When is the next town council meeting?
Our next town council meeting will fall on November the 5th. November the 5th.
We will make our recommendations to the town council so that that can be in their meeting. So can you make sure that you
I will.
add that to their meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
Um,
Let me do say this, that meeting right now does have a lot of things on the agenda items. If we cannot get on that one, we will have to get on the 19th. But I
okay,
will see if we can get on the field first. I'll talk with town clerk, Benny, to see if she's got an opening on it. I got about 3 planning matters up there too. But if not, we'll see what we can do.
all right, that sounds great.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. And we will actually let y'all read those and then we'll vote on them a little bit later or whatever. If that's good with y'all. Now the next thing on the agenda, which is really short, is just the announcement for the next meeting, which will be November the 18th at 5:15. So actually, if we do get on that 5th, if
Right.
they can squeeze us in,
Then they'll be on.
then the new members can actually attend that November the 18th
Yes, ma'am. We'll get
meeting
them
as
sworn in.
actual, on the board.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so that would be great. Okay, do we have any other comments or concerns or anything from you guys?
Town manager Lance has the same.
Oh,
If I may.
yes, are you on the agenda? No.
I just want to let you guys know that the town has moved forward with the social district at the junction. That's been established by ordinance. It's now registered with the state ABC. We're in the process of getting it signed. So we're going to be spending a little MSD money to put signs around the entrances to the Nashville junction to let people know when they come in that it is a social district, and a little more money when we actually do have an ABC vendor in the junction so that they have the proper cups as required by the state statute and our local ordinance. Anything sold and consumed in that social district has to be in a cup identified by the seller or the originator of that beverage. So just wanted to let you know that. And then, as Sean had mentioned, the facade grant was approved, which included a roof for that applicant, and the council wanted to make sure that the guidelines for the facade improvement or the facade grant included language in there about the roof and the actual application. So the clerk, Lou Bennett, has done that, and Sean has made sure that everything that goes out from here on, people who are applying for that will know roofs are included if they're predominantly visible from the street, and they have to do something with the entire roof, not just one part of it.
Okay, good. And that's going to be wrote in there too, as well as the entire roof.
Yes.
Okay. Randy, is there something like, if everything goes well at the junction part of it with the social, thing, can we again approach maybe going with downtown so that it would benefit the Vino Market, the Oyster Bar, and as well as some other things that might be happening in the area?
Oh, I
Could
think
we
so.
reapproach that again?
I think so. I think
Okay.
once the Nashville Junction Social District is up and running and the community becomes familiar with it, comfortable with it, I think there will be an opportunity for that.
Because it's like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like just 2 like beers or something like that and 1 alcohol drink, or is that how it is in that social district?
Yeah, I think, but you can also set it, I think, what you
Okay.
want it to be.
Oh, okay, all right. I mean, I would like to see, other businesses benefit from that if they can actually,
Sure.
if we can actually swing that.
Yeah.
Um, and is that something that y'all would
Well,
like?
I was thinking we needed to do it for everybody to start with. so,
I was too.
Yeah, that was the Downtown Strong's board recommendation to the council.
Right,
As you know, when that ordinance went through, we had this room full of people.
yeah.
And,
But maybe once they realize, the policies of that,
yeah, and the practicality and how it's used.
right, it's a lot different, I think, from the way people visioned it. And,
I agree.
but anyway,
That's all I have. Thank you.
well, if we don't have anything else on the agenda, I make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
I'm not supposed to make a motion. Can you make a motion?